Hello, Power Veterans. Lady Vet here with a quick review of Power Book 3, Raising Kanan Season 4, Episode 4, titled The Way We Were. And the description reads, unique forms an unlikely alliance in his vendetta against Rock, while she inches closer to a new drug enterprise. Kanan takes advice from Snaps and Pop, and Jukebox's new friendship leads to a violent encounter. Before we go into the episode, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, put a thumbs up, and drop your comments down below. The episode begins with conniving Tremont from Baltimore. Tremont had done Rock wrong not so long ago, but the time had come for Rock to get her lick back. And so Marvin paid him a visit and knocked him out. While Tremont was in Dreamland, Marvin took him to a better place for them to have a conversation and reminisce about the past. Also dealing with the past and still on 10 when Rock went back to talk to Joyce. It's amazing how Rock feels about her mother not being a mother to her, while her own son is feeling a way about her. And he thinks that Rock is crazy. Kanan has already threatened that he knows a place where Rock can be taken. Joyce tried her best to explain that she, like other parents, didn't have a manual and admits that she wasn't the best mother, but when she tried to do good, they were all done with her. Rock called her mother a quitter just as she did when their father died. Their argument got neither one anywhere. Again, Rock walked out, telling her mother that she wants forgiveness and she can't give her that. Marvin took Tremont to an abandoned building where he used him as a punching bag. Kanan was settling in with Crystal at their new place when O.C. made his delivery. He told Kanan that they were still making up for the hit. Kanan, stressed out over the hit, told O.C. that the Bite Boys will be working around the clock. Crystal reminded Kanan of how much better their new place is. Crystal told Kanan that they're in a home now where O.C. make money drops and that's it. Then there was a knock at the door. For Crystal, it was a dreaded knock from none other than Jukebox. Jukebox saw Kanan prepare to leave, but he told her that he had business and thought that she and Crystal could catch up. So he asked Crystal to give Jukebox a tour. Awkward. Rock and Marvin had fun torturing Tremont before Rock finally told him that she wants to even the score, but she would settle for him telling her who supplies his horse. Tremont told her that she should have asked and not take him through that. Marvin said that he deserved it. Rock told him that they were having fun. Crystal and Jukebox finished the tour. Just as Juke got ready to go, Crystal apologized. Crystal explained that butter was all that she had because her home life was terrible. So Jukebox surmised that now Kanan is her way out. But Crystal said that it ain't even like that. She wanted them to work because of Kanan. Jukebox was not feeling Crystal, and in some strange way, Crystal understood that. Lou and B Rilla were working when they were interrupted by Imani. Imani claimed that she wasn't there to step on any toes, but Lou was not impressed. B Rilla's product manager sent by Lowell. She wants to give B Rilla presence and positioning in the marketplace, but Lou told B Rilla that he has to take it and get back to work. Part of Kanan's business is to pay Snaps and Pop their tax, but Kanan was surprised to see that they do business with police also. Pop threw the bag on the table, saying that it's light. When Kanan explained that he got hit, Snaps enlightened him that getting hit should not affect his dividends. Snaps also asked Kanan if Rock got hit too. Kanan said ask her, sounding just like Ronnie. Then Pop said he asked you. Snaps and Pop got their hands filled with Kanan, and Early has his hands filled with Unique. Now Unique don't want to be invisible no more. He's with Early talking about the king is back to take his crown, and that Rock is taking his money while he's out doing nothing. Unique had no work before he's got no work. That's what Ronnie was trying to tell baby brother. Well, Early was trying to talk sense into Unique. Marvin's outside calling Early. Early told Unique that now's a good time to show his face, but Unique decides to stay dead a little longer. Now Marvin notices Early eating a sandwich and wants to know if he washed his hands, since he just told him that he was on the throne. Anyway, Marvin wanted to show his appreciation for locating Amber, so he offered Early an opportunity. Marvin's trying to replace Stefano's bookie that he killed. Early's so money hungry that he has forgotten that he's messing with Unique and now taking a chance with working with Unique's ops. This is about to get meekish. Now the OG is about to get into Kanan's head. After letting him know that they know he's not that loyal to Rock, Snaps tell Kanan that they will let the money slide. Pop says, just this once. These two are nasty. First of all, Kanan really do need his mama, because there are no gangsters who let the money slide. Clearly, Kanan doesn't know that yet, so here we go. Snaps tell Kanan that Quan's been asking about him, and they can make that parlay happen. All of them, Snaps, Pop, and Quan, know that they can't run this kind of game on Rock, so they go to Kanan. But Rock already warned Snaps and Pop about Kanan. But they are investors into their 401k. But their claim is what they do is built on relationships. They're telling Kanan that if he don't make a name for himself, he'll always be tied to Rock. The irony of this is that they want Kanan to be tied to them. They will always have their hands in his pockets. Jukebox is living her best life until she isn't. She and Mara is at the local hangout when they notice that Jukebox has a potential admirer. They were having a good time until Mara said that the place feels of home and in a weird way of family. Then her demeanor changed when she said that her family sucks. Visible man, Unique, has made his way to New Jersey. Now he's knocking on Warrell's cousin Damon's door. He, like everyone else, thought that Unique was dead. Unique convinced him that Rock killed what each of them had going on, so they got something to talk about. Unique is making his rounds as a 1.5-man show because Early is double dipping. After having a nice time, Mara and Jukebox decide that they'll go and get something to eat. Except Mara sees someone across the street and gets very nervous, so she rushes Jukebox off in a different direction. Turns out to be her husband, Aaron. Now, Jukebox, having just met Mara, didn't know anything about her husband, Aaron, so she was clueless when this man took her and pushed Jukebox down. Meanwhile, Rock is 3 steps ahead of everyone. Matter of fact, Rock and Marvin is in Afghan territory with a meet. Rock's connect Isak began talking to her to supply her, but he quickly learned that Rock's goal is to be the supplier, and she wants a direct link. Marvin interjected, but Isak realized that he has a big fish on his line, and so he shushed Marvin and told Rock to meet him the next day alone. After Lou dismissed Imani, Lowell got Lou and Imani together to explain the big picture. Lou argued that he didn't need Imani on his team because he could do it all. Lowell agreed with Lou, but Imani is on the team, and Lowell told Lou and Imani to get it together and figure things out. Early and Marvin had a meet with Stefano. They talked about Early running his Corona bookie business. Early claimed that he had experience in it all. Stefano told Marvin that they needed to be clear. He is vouching for Early, and if there are any mistakes, Stefano will look for Marvin. Marvin didn't see it as a problem, but Marvin doesn't know that Unique is alive, hitting their business, and Early knows. Like I said before, Early is standing between a bomb and a grenade. Either way, he is going to get hit. Everyone raised their glasses to success and prosperity. It's easy to see that Snaps and Pop got to Kanan. There he stood in Kwan's office. Kwan expressed that Kanan had accomplished a lot at a young age. Kanan followed the chatter, never asking Kwan how would he know of Kanan's accomplishment. Kanan just told Snaps and Pop that they didn't even know him. Kanan cut the chatter short and told Kwan if he needed to discuss anything, see him. No need to go through his mom because she complicated things. Because of Snaps and Pop, Kanan just bypassed Rock. Now, Rock recently told Kanan that she must trust her business partners. There are so many snakes slithering through this episode until I can't keep up. Like Unique and his one henchman attacking Rock's business with Terry. Unique got this man out of his comfort zone for the second time, and the last time, Damon died on the scene. Even Warrell knew better than to follow Unique when he wasn't winning anymore. Since Lou and Imani must work together, Lou invited her to Cafe Vu. Still not impressed with her, he asked her what would she be doing for B-Rilla. After some small talk, she shifted the conversation to Famous. Lou said what he had been saying, that Famous is alone with his thoughts. Imani had another appointment and invited Lou to come along, but Lou treated her like an adversary instead of an ally. Marvin and Rock got the call from Terry about the damage caused by Unique. Terry expressed not wanting to go to prison, but Rock and Marvin put it on a disgruntled ex-employee since they knew Damon. Rock offered hazardous pay, but Terry said that it wasn't enough, but David took it. Rock is starting to put some things together because she knows that Damon is not a leader. She wants Marvin to keep asking around and spread money along the way. I must say that this was my favorite scene. Stefano was chilled when it was whispered that Kanan was there to see him, but Stefano was ice cold when he approached Kanan. Unlike Kwan pretending to be interested in meeting Kanan, Stefano set Kanan straight. First of all, Kanan was not invited to the table where Stefano was. When he saw Kanan, he came to him. When Kanan expressed appreciation for the meeting, Stefano took the conversation and ran with it. He told Kanan he only agreed to see him out of respect for he and Kwan's business. Stefano told Kanan that he worked with Rock, not him. He then cut Kanan off and told him that Rock borrowed $500,000 for him to be standing there, and he wouldn't borrow more than a C note for any of his two children. He stared Kanan in the eyes and said, "Here you are, behind your mother's back." Kanan said that he wanted to introduce himself, but Stefano said he didn't want to know him. And be thankful you have a mother that loves you. And he walked away. Stefano told his people to get Kanan out of there. Bravo, Stefano. Jukebox was icing her face when Marvin came home. He looked at her and asked her what was wrong. Then he asked if someone put hands on her. Juke just stood there. Raquel sashayed into the Afghan restaurant to meet Ashik. Rock came dressed for her high-end business meet, but she was surprised when she quietly was led through the kitchen to the back of the building where a limo awaited her. Rock asked what's what, and he told her that if she wants what she asked for, she would get in the car. Otherwise, their business was done. This queen pin journeyed forward, not knowing what's next for her, straight to the Taliban. Now, while Rock's standing on business, Unique's in Sal Baselli's house standing on some bull. He told Teresa that they needed to align themselves against the very person or people that took away her men. While Teresa doesn't get into the family business, she does want someone to pay for the deaths of Sal and Marco. She gave Unique the name of the man he should talk to on her behalf. Unique promised revenge for the both of them. Honestly, I don't know who's worst right now, Kanan or Unique. Rock's journey ended with her being taken to a mansion. She was escorted by two men who led her to a formal sitting area. She was invited to sit briefly with Hafiz, and they talked about Rock's interest in the import business. He said that he only surrounded himself by people who are serious, thoughtful, and prudent. He thought this was an opportunity, but it came with needing a source and workers. After a brief time, he told Rock that he would be in touch and left the room. Kanan visited Lou only to find Berilla there, cleaning the kitchen and telling Lou that he was going to the shower. Kanan asked were they living together. Lou said he was trying to get Berilla out, but he was afraid of being alone because that's when things happened. Lou told Kanan that Jessica said that her mom was talking to the police about finding Famous. Lou wasn't hopeful and asked Kanan what was he thinking. Kanan said that he was trying not to think because his thoughts were all messed up. Rock got a visit from two NYPD detectives. After they came inside, they told her that Andre was killed. Rock asked if they stole anything, and nothing appeared to be missing. Rock told them that she had nothing to do with Andre's death, but they wanted to know if she knew whether or not he was meeting someone after they had dinner. Rock showed them the door. Jukebox and Marvin paid Aaron a visit for Marvin to let him know that he didn't appreciate his hands on Jukebox. When Marvin got the strap out, Juke told him that things might get crazy, so leave it in the car. Marvin said that's why he got it. He honored Jukebox, though, and left it in the car, his first mistake. When Aaron opened the door, Marvin punched him, and they began to fight. After shoving him, Marvin turned his back, second mistake, telling him if he touched her again, he would be back. This was Marvin's second mistake, just like Unique turning his back on Ronnie after knocking him down. Marvin knocked Aaron down and turning away, telling Aaron if he touched her again, he will be back. When Marvin got to the door, Aaron lunged at him with a knife, cutting him. Then they fought over the knife, and as Aaron tried to stab Marvin, Jukebox came to the door and shot and killed him. She and Marvin ran to their car and got out of there. The episode's title, The Way We Were, fits this episode like a glove. No one will be the same as we head into episode 5, and we know that the 5th episodes of Power are lit. But these are all strange bedfellows moving forward. A deranged Unique is getting in bed with the Italians. Rock is hopping in bed with the Afghans. Kanan is treading water with the Vietnamese. Lou is in bed with the Jews. Marvin and Early are playing with fire, and Stefano's fire pit is so hot, there's nothing left to identify. And Jukebox, in her quest to be out with the old and in with the new, has graduated to street killer with her only parent in the mix. I am excited for the next episode to see how all these strange bedfellows sleep together, or do they? I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.